Hello everybody. Today we all have gathered here to learn about a density bottle. What is density bottle? Why it is so much famous and used in physics laboratories every now and then. Then after that I will teach you how we will determine the density of any liquid using a density bottle, and after that I will teach you again how to determine the relative density of any liquid using the same density bottle. So let me show the density bottle to you all. So can you see this kind of a bottle, right? This is called density bottle. So I have applied a black background so that it is visible to you all. You can see here it is written 10 ml. 10 ml means the maximum capacity or the volume it can hold is 10 ml, right? So now let me explain what is the speciality of this density bottle. Density bottle is a glass bottle. It is made up of glass and it is having some stopper at its neck. This stopper makes sure that no excess liquid goes inside the container or this density bottle. If you want to fill the density bottle with excess of the volume, for example the volume is 10 ml, you wanted to fill it with 12 ml, you will not be able to, because the speciality of this bottle is this only, that it contains a fixed amount of liquid. What is the meaning of this fixed amount of liquid? That means if the capacity is written here 10 ml, so it will not be able to hold more than 10 ml, right? If you will pour water inside it or any liquid inside it and you want to measure it like it is 10 ml or more, then on closing it you will have to apply this stopper. When you will apply this stopper, all the excess liquid will drain out. Earlier it was also known as specific gravity bottle, but nowadays when you will go to purchase it, it is popularly known as density bottle. Now how you will make sure that this density bottle contains a fixed amount? To check this thing, you can use a 10 ml measuring cylinder. Can you all see this measuring cylinder? It has the volume 10 ml. So what you can do, you can fill liquid in it to check, just to verify, right? So you can fill this measuring cylinder with 10 ml. If some extra liquid is you have fixed here, then what you can do, you can use this dropper to take out the extra volume, right? Or if the volume is less inside it, you want to make it complete 10, you can add extra volume using this dropper. So I believe this is clear. So when you will get 10 ml inside it, you will pour the complete volume inside the density bottle. By pouring the complete volume inside density bottle, you will be able to check whether this density bottle is having accuracy or not. It will have accuracy when this 10 ml water or any liquid inside it, measuring cylinder will contain 10 ml. The same 10 ml should be contained by the density bottle. I hope this part is clear. So now let us move forward to determine the density of any liquid using the density bottle. So first we have discussed what was a density bottle. It was earlier known as specific gravity bottle. So nowadays it is known as density bottle, and the speciality of this equipment is that it contains only fixed amount of or fixed volume of any liquid in it. So now let us move forward and we will determine with the help of density bottle the density of the liquid. So let us move forward. So we will determine density of any liquid using a density bottle. Using a density bottle, we are going to determine the density of any liquid. Children, I think we all know that what is density. Density is defined as mass per unit volume of any substance, and the SI unit of which is kilogram per meter cube, right? So now what we have to do, we have to use this equipment, density bottle, and we have to determine the density. So what we will use, first of all, you will take one beam balance, or you can take a physical balance, right? Or else you can use the simplest instrument, that is electronic balance. These three instruments I have shown to you all in the previous video that I shared with you, right? So why we are using these instruments? To measure the mass. The basic agenda of using beam balance, physical balance or electronic balance is used to measure the mass of anything that you put on it. right? So what will be the first step for determining the density of any liquid using density bottle? The very first step that we will measure is, first you will take the density bottle, right? First you will take this density bottle empty. You will open the opener, right? You will dry it with the help of a dryer, right? I think you all know what is a hair dryer. So with the help of some dryer, you are going to dry it so that inside no impurities are there, no water drops are there, nothing is there, no chemical is there, right? So once you have purified it, you will place this empty density bottle on the beam balance or physical balance or electronic balance. So first step is you will measure M1. What is M1? Mass of empty bottle. What is empty bottle? Mass of empty density bottle, right? Next, what you will do, in the same density bottle, you are going to fill water, right? To the volume 10 ml, right? In the same density bottle, you are going to fill 10 ml of the volume, right? Of water. So we will call it M2. M2 will be mass of water plus bottle, right? Similarly, now I am going to empty this bottle from water. I'll dry it again so that no water molecule is left inside, right? Now I am going to pour some liquid or chemical, right? Liquid or chemical which is given to you. So when I will pour this liquid and chemical, again I am going to measure the mass with the help of either beam balance, physical balance or electronic balance. That I will call M3. M3 is the mass of liquid plus bottle, right? Liquid plus bottle. Okay, now I believe up till here the things are clear. Let me just revise the concepts. The very first thing is that we know the formula of density is mass upon volume, SI unit of which is kilogram per meter cube, right? We are going to use in this experiment a beam balance or physical balance or electronic balance. The concept of using either of the three devices is that we are going to measure the mass of the density bottle. First you will measure the mass of empty density bottle, that we will call M1. You will pour water in it, then again we are going to measure the mass, that is M2, mass of water plus bottle. Third is mass of the liquid plus bottle. So I believe things are clear. Now what I will do, I will have to find out the mass of any liquid. Density of liquid, I will say density of liquid is equal to mass of liquid upon volume of the liquid. So mass of the liquid, how can I find? I think I need to do M3 minus M1, right? M3 is mass of liquid plus bottle and M1 is mass of empty bottle. When I do M3 minus M1, I'll be getting the mass of the liquid. Divide by, now comes the volume of the liquid. How I'm going to get the volume of the liquid? I'll do M2 minus M1. M2 minus M1 is going to give me the volume of the liquid. As why we are using this concept? As we know that the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So the density bottle that is filled with water is going to give me the volume of that particular liquid, because this is the speciality of density bottle, as it contains only fixed amount of the liquid. So I believe this is clear to everybody. Now we will divide the two things and we are going to find out the density of the liquid. This was the first concept that we have learned. Let us move to the next concept. The next concept that we have to learn today is how to find out the relative density of any liquid using density bottle. Again we have to use the same thing, density bottle, but here we will find relative density. First let us understand what is relative density. Relative density means relating the density of any substance to water. That means density of substance divided by density of water, right? Density of substance divided by density of water. So now how we will find it out? Let us do one derivation to make it simpler, right? What is density of substance? I can write it like this: mass of substance upon volume of substance, right? Density of substance mass of substance divided by volume of substance, complete division, then density of water. Density of water is how much? 1 gram per centimeter cube, right? This is standard value, but we will go by formula. Mass of water divided by volume of water. Changing it, reciprocating it, ms by vs into vw upon mw. Or what we can write it? We can write it like this also. ms upon mw into vw by vs. Right? Now we will consider a situation. What is the situation? If anyhow, if in a case, special case, vw is equal to vs, that means volume of water becomes equal to the volume of substance. How this can happen? This can happen in the case of density bottle. If you take this density bottle, volume is fixed. If it is 10 ml density bottle, the volume is fixed, right? If it is 25 ml, the volume is fixed. If it is 30 ml, the volume is fixed. Volume is fixed means inside it, if you will pour water also, if you will pour any liquid also, the density of bottle is always going to give you a fixed volume, right? So that means volume of water and volume of substance or any liquid will be same if you consider it to be case of density bottle, right? So when these are equal, the parameter will get cancelled, and what will be the result of this derivation? You will get mass of substance by volume, mass of water, right? So using this formula only, we are going to find out and do the activity, right? Let us move forward. Now what we will do, to do this activity, we will start with the things, right? First of all, again we will do the same scenario that we have done earlier. First, I will measure the mass of empty density bottle with the help of some electronic balance, beam balance or physical balance, right? So what is M1? M1 I will consider again the mass of empty density bottle, right? Fine. M2, now again what I will do, I will fill the density bottle with water. What is M2? M2 is now the mass of bottle plus water, water plus density bottle, right? Now again I will empty the bottle. After emptying the bottle, I will fill the bottle with the liquid whose relative density I want to measure, right? I will fill the liquid in the bottle whose relative density I want to measure. Now what I will do, when I have filled it, I will call the mass as M3, right? I will measure the mass again with the help of some beam balance, physical balance, or if you have electronic balance, right? So mass of liquid plus density bottle, right? Now what is the formula of relative density that we have derived? That was mass of the substance. Substance here is your liquid, right? So I'm going to write L, ml. Ml means mass of liquid, divide by mass of water of equal volume, right? Why I'm writing equal volume? Because equal volume is obtained in the case of density bottle only, right? So let us move forward. What is mass of liquid? Mass of liquid will be again liquid you want, right? So liquid plus bottle, and here is bottle, right? So it will be M3 minus M1. Similarly for water, water how you will find? So water will be M2 minus M1, because this is M2 is water plus bottle and M1 is only bottle. So this I can write M2 minus M1, right? When we will divide these parameters, we are going to find the relative density. And one more thing I would like to tell you, relative density do not have any unit. It is a dimensionless quantity. So whatever answer you will get will be in plain figures. So I hope that this video will prove informational for you. It will tell you something. It is going to enhance your knowledge, or it is going to clear your doubts.